current day. Tracks and points, but the cars are not. They're from 1998, when the racing was heavy and hard. It was one had tobacco sponsors, and no one grow high to ride the rail. Back when it was all about raising hell, turning left and Brazen Dale. The classic racing style brought to you guys new. You'll see drivers you remember that you love, and some that you love to hate. See, I was found gaming racing series NASCAR Heat 5 in 1998.
All right, back here with the NASCAR Heat 5 1998 mod as we play through this season with the current schedule, the current point system, with the chase included at the end, but the cars are all from 1998, as you can see here on the screen. I'm playing a Sterling Marlin. This is race number 11 on the season as we continue to go. And yeah, let's go ahead. Let's take a look at just kind of where we're at in the point standings right here. And as you can see, after last week, we did really well. We've been pretty consistent. Only one win this season at Homestead, but we've been pretty good. And today we're at Dover. And last week, if you listen at the very end of the video, I said, maybe inadvertently, that I thought we could get a win here. But man alive, this track is tough. This track's wide, and I kind of feel like, as you can see the practice time up there, I used a whole lot of the track during practice. So whenever we're next to people, I'm a little afraid of how the car is gonna be coming out of the corner. That was kind of the big thing. If the left side tires touch the apron at all, it is just like, nope, we're done. We're done. So it's a matter. I mean, it's like this at every track, but it's a matter of keeping it out of the wall and keeping it off the apron. And if we can do that and kind of roll through the middle, steering wheel fights me a bit. It was a little choppy after about 10 laps of practice, but that's kind of every track so far. I'll do better at showing tires. Depending on where we're at, if there's a late caution in this one, I could 100% see taking tires. So, and we'll see if it says it here, but in practice, Michael Waltrip was running about 4 cars in front of us, and he blew a tire going into turn 3 and just demolished the wall and took out like 3 guys. We got through, but... And as you can see up here above us, the car setup, I went just a smidge looser. I didn't like the car when it was tight. But yeah, qualified 19th. We'll see what happens here. That is where I qualified, so nobody going to the back up here in front of us. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this one started. Dale Earnhardt on the pole for this one. Rusty Wallace, they've been fighting their car all weekend. Darrell Waltrip has been struggling all season. And Brett Bodine starting at the back after replacing the transmission. So we'll start 19th inside of row number 10, I think. Yeah. We'll see how it goes here. Next, Terry Labonte. We're second and third, or we're both top 5 in points. Look at this good start for us, though. Already up to 17th, and we're not even at the start-finish line. Don't black flag us. We did run some practice laps around some guys, and we made some passes, so I'm a little confident about what we're doing here. Just a little bit of contact, and there you see, just as soon as those left tires got on the apron, they wanted to go. So it's just a matter, and there really is, like, there is a high line here. You kind of see these guys taking the high line, but I've not had a ton of luck running up there. You can see Terry Labonte, he wants to go apparently. He started back there next to us, and he's moving forward. We'll try and make this high line work here for a bit and see if we can keep it off the wall and pass some guys already into the wall out of 4. So and again, the crux of this video series, I try and race as clean as possible, and maybe that makes the races a little more boring. Not quite sure, but that was definitely not clean. All right, so we can't run high. We're going to have to run low. That's going to have to be kind of the crux for us. I was just trying to be delicate in the corners, but we were just kind of searching the wall coming out of 4 and 2. So we're going to run the low line here and see if we can't make these spots up and try and get ourselves back up here. There's the aforementioned Michael Walters who crashed in practice. Take a look at tire wear here as we come up on the front stretch. Officially 5 full laps into this race. Yeah, you can see we got a little bit of damage on the left side, and that's why I don't check the damage and stuff during the race, because I'm not the best at multitasking when it comes to running the steering wheel, the pedals, and trying to get through this field. Clear low, it was right next to me, dude. You see the smoke from the tires hitting the apron and how it just wants to move so bad. Then it just slows you down, loosens you up, and then you see like trying to stay off the apron, car just drifts up towards the corner. It's really a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation here at this track. And see, that's the arc we want to take in the corner, but you just can't do that whenever there's cars around you. I want to go in, just kind of let it rise up, and then I want to bring it back down to the bottom coming out of 2 and 4, and they're able to do it. But when we're around other people, like, it's just so much harder when they're just right there in front of you. See, the car just fights up the track there. Dale Earnhardt out in front. He has yet to get a win this season. That was about as close as you can get without hitting a guy, and definitely don't want to come up top 3 wide out of the corner there. Oh my goodness! Ah, man. Just a brutal track. And we might be a smidge too loose going off of that. There you see the tires, how they're holding out. Ah, just the lefts on the apron. That lap was about 6/10 slower than what we ran in qualifying and about a full second slower than what we ran in practice. Yeah, you knew that one was going to be bad as soon as we went into the corner on the apron like that. Just... wow, boy, oh boy. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. We're gonna come out. We're gonna come out 36. He was already starting to lap some people. So yeah, Dick Trickle gets the free pass. And we'll see how new tires hold up here. We were just fighting loose so bad. Bottom clear. We play by a different set of rules back here around these guys. And we say it in the post-race all the time about how wildly consistent Ricky Craven has been. A finish here could certainly hurt that. Joe Nemechek, he struggled as of late. Ricky Rudd falling back there. 9 laps to go here. Just gonna rise up in the corner. There's just no way. There's just no way without having to slow down or really turn the wheel to the left. Thank goodness. I mean, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but I am just on top of the steering wheel so hard. That's about as good of a turn as we're going to get. And this will put us back up to where we were when we were the caution. Oh man, I don't like that. I didn't like that I did that. We got off of that corner really well because we were redlining going into the corner there. Just fighting the steering wheel so hard. My hands hurt so bad. Good lap time from us though. And somehow, after everything that happened at the first part of the race, we are fighting our way back here. Bill Elliott out in front. And what a win that would be. He didn't, I don't know, man. I think we don't pit here, yeah. It's just too much position to be lost. See if we can't snag a few here at the end. Great restart for us. No, Johnny. Somehow, some way, we're going to bring it home 8th today. And man alive, I will absolutely take 8th place. What a difficult racetrack to make work. And I think we just went too loose with it. But yeah, we brought it back there and just somehow saved it. Obviously, having newer tires helped out as we fought our way back through the field. But man, what 8th place seems phenomenal after how we started this race. So I will happily take 8th, but I will say I'm not too happy with how we raced here today, just as far as like hitting people and stuff. Bobby Labonte, fastest lap of the race, and Dale Earnhardt led the most laps. So bonus points for those two guys. Let's see who managed to. Bill Elliott went from 25th to 2nd, so he actually went around us at some point there too. And then Dale Earnhardt, tough break. Looked like he blew his engine while he was out front and went from first to last. So we'll break it down for you, show you the full results right here next, and then we'll break down the advanced point standings right after this. All right, take a look at the running order here in Dover, and once again, 2 in a row for Bobby Labonte, and that's pretty big. Bill Elliott 2nd. He continues his wild run. Jeff Gordon, who's been pretty good this year, but has a couple bad finishes that are kind of costing him. Ward Burton, Bobby Hamilton, guys who are sniffing around the chase. Ward's kind of in with a win already, so it doesn't really matter much there. And we're going to wind up finishing 8th, and we're going to lose ground on the both guys in front of us because they finished 1st and 6th. Johnny Benson rounds out the top 10. Then we got Mark Martin, Mike Skinner, Kyle Petty, a good run for him. Michael Waltrip recovering from that wreck after practice. David Green, 21st, kind of usual suspects. Ricky Craven, and not a traditional run for him. And then you get the 31st on. You got Rusty Wallace, Ricky Rudd. These guys were in the chase. Dave Marcus had some surprisingly good runs. And, of course, Dale Earnhardt finishing shotgun on the field after blowing his engine. He was in first, finishes 40th. So that's a huge wide swath there. Yeah, Bobby Labonte gets the win. And we take a look at the point standings, and there's no doubt about it. Bobby Labonte currently out in front with 356. And he is just kind of running away with it at this point. Oops. Wrong one. Bobby Hamilton, Michael Waltrip now find their way into the chase, and Ricky Craven and Ricky Rudd. If your name is Ricky, you are officially out of the chase for this week. Rick Mass did not qualify for the race, and he still maintains his chase spot, but he only has 3 points to the good right now over Ricky Craven. So those races where Ricky Rudd and Rick Mass did not qualify might loom large as we get closer and closer to the chase. Right now, these 6 drivers in green automatically locked in. They're drivers that have wins so far this season. And I would say Bobby Labonte is probably pretty well entrenched in. We got 1 point over Jeff Gordon and 6 over Mark Martin, so we'll probably hang around the top 5. 4 now down here, Michael Waltrip ahead by 1 point over Craven and Rudd, then Jeff Bodine, Ken Schrader, Skinner, Petty, Chad Little. Find your favorite driver as we go on, or your least favorite driver, whoever you might dislike. Expanded stats, we take a look, and Bobby Labonte just pacing away with 4 wins. Terry Labonte, 2nd place in points, and does not have a win this season, but one of 4 drivers with 10 top 20s through 11 races, and that includes us, Bobby Labonte, and Mark Martin. So that kind of tells you why they're as high as they are. Jeff Gordon leads the pack with 7 top 5 finishes, but still 4th place in points because he has 2 finishes of 30th plus. That finish down there in 40th for Dale Earnhardt. He led the most laps this race, so that got him a bonus point, but it kind of mires him back here. And I think it's just a matter of time before Earnhardt gets a win this season, but definitely hurting for a win right now. So hopefully that'll change. We'll see if that does change. And of course, I did not pull up the schedule, so let me find the schedule here. We just got done with Dover. Why did we do Dover? Dover was not what we were supposed to do. We were supposed to be at Texas, according to this. Is that right? Dude, anybody going back and watching my old videos, I just did Dover because I thought that's what we were supposed to do. Martinsville, Darlington, Bristol, Talladega, and then Texas. Alright, so we'll be at Texas. We went a little bit out of order. We haven't been at Dover this year, but we did Dover. Texas is a race we could win. It's pretty well, it's a lot like what we just raced at. So it'll be Texas and Kansas in the next 2 weeks. And yeah, we went a little bit out of order. So that's my fault there. I thought we were supposed to be doing Dover. If you've been watching this whole video going, why is he doing Dover this week? You know? Now you have your answer. I was completely wrong, thought I was right, didn't bother watching my video from last week or anything, so it's alright, we're going to get there at some point. But tough race for us, to be honest. Even if we weren't supposed to do Dover, it was really tough to get anything going. I didn't like how we raced there in the first half. Obviously with better tires, we did well there towards the end, but you know, we bumped into some guys and then we were the caution, so that wasn't the greatest thing in the world. But you know, if Dover winds up being in a chase, that's probably going to be a problem track for us if it stays green. So just something to keep an eye on. But for this week, yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just enjoy your YouTube experience, and we'll see you next Wednesday at Texas for the NASCAR Heat 5 1998 mod. Thanks for watching.